In just 40 years, China lifted 800 million people out of poverty and became the world's second largest economy. But there's a dark secret behind this miracle that could determine the fate of global power. Today, we're uncovering the incredible story of China's transformation from one of the world's poorest nations to a global superpower. You'll discover the three pivotal moments that changed everything, the shocking strategy that Western economists said would never work, and why China's next move could reshape the entire world order. But first, let me take you back to where it all began. Picture this: it's 1978, and China is trapped in economic darkness. The average Chinese person earns less than $200 per year. Bicycles are luxury items. Most families share single rooms in crumbling buildings. Mao Zedong's radical policies have left the nation's economy in ruins, and millions are struggling just to survive. But then something extraordinary happens. A 74-year-old man named Deng Xiaoping takes control and makes a decision that will change history forever. He abandons decades of communist orthodoxy and declares, "It doesn't matter if the cat is black or white, as long as it catches mice." This simple phrase signals the beginning of the most dramatic economic transformation the world has ever seen. Deng's first masterstroke comes in 1979, when he creates special economic zones. These are capitalist islands within communist China, where foreign companies can invest, private ownership is allowed, and market forces can operate freely. Shenzhen, once a fishing village of 30,000 people, becomes the testing ground. The results are mind-blowing. Within a decade, Shenzhen's population explodes to over 1 million. Factories spring up overnight. Foreign investment pours in. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. While the Soviet Union collapses, trying to reform too quickly, China manages to maintain political stability while unleashing economic dynamism. The secret lies in China's gradual approach. Instead of shock therapy, they implement what economists call dual-track reform. They keep the old system running while simultaneously building a new market economy alongside it. It's like changing the engine of a car while driving at full speed. By the 1990s, China's economy is growing at an unprecedented rate of 10% annually. But this creates a massive problem that threatens to derail everything. As hundreds of millions of people migrate from rural areas to cities seeking factory jobs, China faces an infrastructure crisis of epic proportions. Cities become overcrowded, pollution reaches dangerous levels, and the gap between rich and poor starts widening dramatically. Critics argue that China's growth model is unsustainable and that the country is heading for social collapse. China chooses a third option that shocks the world. Instead of slowing down, they accelerate with the most ambitious infrastructure program in human history. They don't just build roads and bridges, they reimagine what's possible. Between 2000 and 2020, China constructs 25,000 miles of high-speed rail, more than the rest of the world combined. They build entire cities from scratch, each designed to house millions of people. The Three Gorges Dam becomes the world's largest hydroelectric project. They create artificial islands in the South China Sea and construct bridges that span impossible distances. But the real genius lies in their economic strategy. While other countries debate free trade versus protectionism, China plays both sides brilliantly. They open their markets just enough to attract foreign investment and technology, but maintain strict control over key industries. They master what economists call technology transfer, essentially requiring foreign companies to share their advanced technology in exchange for access to China's massive market. Apple wants to sell iPhones in China? They must manufacture them there using Chinese workers. Tesla wants Chinese customers? They must build factories in China and train Chinese engineers. This strategy allows China to leap from manufacturing simple toys and textiles to producing sophisticated electronics, renewable energy systems, and cutting-edge technology. By 2010, China becomes the world's largest manufacturer, earning the nickname the world's factory. Then comes 2013, and everything changes again. Xi Jinping assumes power and announces the Belt and Road Initiative, the most ambitious infrastructure project in human history, spanning 3 continents and involving over 150 countries. China isn't just growing anymore. They're reshaping global trade routes, building ports in Sri Lanka. But here's the moment that defines everything. In 2020, as the COVID-19 pandemic brings the global economy to its knees, China becomes the only major economy to grow. While other nations struggle with lockdowns and supply chain disruptions, China's authoritarian system allows for rapid, coordinated responses. This reveals the ultimate truth about China's rise. It's not just about economics or technology, it's about demonstrating that their system of authoritarian capitalism can compete with and potentially surpass Western democratic capitalism today. China stands as the world's second-largest economy, the largest trading partner for over 120 countries, and a technological superpower leading in areas like artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and quantum computing. They've lifted more people out of poverty in a shorter time than any nation in history. But this remarkable transformation comes with profound implications for the global balance of power. China's rise challenges the Western-dominated international order that has existed since World War II. Their success proves that there's more than one path to prosperity and development. The question now isn't whether China will continue to grow. It's how the world will adapt to this new reality where 2 superpowers with fundamentally different systems compete for global influence. The next chapter of this story is already unfolding, and it involves a technology race that could determine who controls the future. Click the video appearing on your screen to discover how China plans to dominate the next technological revolution.